listen, if you like to talk so much, why don't you tell me what happened last time?
No! No! Oh god! Oh god, oh fuck, okay. Fuck, god, shit, damn it. Alright, the order might be fucked up. I'm getting up on... I only hope it's trying to order the event. But basically, what happened last time, so, there were two lines of events, going on. First was, Lou, continuing with her predicament. She, chatted with, there were basically I think there were basically rumors that about like Boris walking up to the priest and having a chat with him. And after Lou reconvened with Alexander, he explained to her that Boris had a talk with him about playing around, that you shouldn't do it as a priest. And after Boris implied that Luciana was a dirty whore, Alexander did not take too kindly to that and beat the ever-living shit out of him. After some talking, they were like, okay, Alexander's like, fine, okay, maybe I'll apologize to Boris, maybe we'll forget all of this. Oh, so it's like one punch? I thought he beat shit out of him. Never mind. Okay, I could.
Oh, that was Boris's friends who put fucking Alexander.
Yeah, later. That comes later. That comes later. Yeah, the forestry market. That comes later. So anyway, Alexander actually like goes off to find after Boris writes off the. Meanwhile, while that is going on, Anya and Grant, I'm not used to recaps in this time slot, for fuck's sake.
I'll get used to it.
God damn it. Anyway, the next day, everything is going seemingly alright, except Alexander did not. I apologize, I'm also distracted by my family. Anyway, the next day, Boris comes back from town, but Alexander does not. He is weirdly absent. So Lou goes to investigate, sees Alexander's car at the side of the road. She goes to town and she finds Alexander in the clinic after getting his ass having his ass beat by guys by some guys. And comedically, as they're all talking, two things, multiple events happen. First, Lou's brother comes back. See Spider-Man give him chant. The second event is related to my plotline. Well, while all of that was going on, Anya and Lana were talking. Lana felt bad about maybe her luck spells kind of caused all the events, especially after the rumors and gossip spread around. And then Anya brought up the poignant point of, what if you just apologized to Lou? And the next day after all of that, Sultan said, you know what if I just give the priest some luck? Unfortunately, the ritual exploded.
The timeline is so fucked, Mac. The fire, holy shit! Is this Memento? Are you Christopher Nolan?
I am Christopher Nolan, Grunt. I swear to God, I'm not used to recaps.
It's like watching Witcher Season 1 all over again.
Grunt, I am not used to recaps in this time. Shit. I am used to Red. I'm not mentally prepared.
Okay.
I don't.
I'll just remind you what happened to your character, so I will keep this short.
I warned you, Grunt. I was not ready.
You literally, so you went on a Sunday on a Saturday, pardon me, on a Saturday to collect some flowers, found Jack and shit, went back, talked with your sister a bit, learned about certain gossips that people saw Boris going to the deacon's house, and then like some arguments happened, and then you had a conversation with your sister. Your sister, well, after telling her what the fuck you've been doing recently, told you, hey, maybe you should go and apologize to Luciana, because like it's rule number one of the coven is that you don't fucking do spells on one another. Even if they're like benign spells, that's still not okay. You went to Luciana, talked with her, apologized, sort of explained to her what happened. And after that, basically, the next day, and this is relevant for all of you because all of you would have attended church. And the weird thing is that the priest didn't show up for the church service. So everyone started to gossip a bit more. Luciana went and investigated in town. Turns out he's in the hospital, in that local clinic with broken bones after an accident happened to him on the road. And while that was going on, you went and tried to perform more spell in the woods, Svetlana. Before you realized, wait a minute, my spell fucking backfired. There might be some shenanigans going about. And that's it.
Then I called Lou. I think the other one also called Lou to inform her about that. And then she talked to Lucifer and asked him, "Hey, are you warding him?"
Yes.
Because I did
Yes.
succeed in the ward, and then Lucifer said, "In a way, kinda." And that's a charismatic way. That's also. I think that's the last one that happened.
So yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna cut back to the Sunday scene as well. Listen, Milena, Nadia, everyone goes to church. I assume you would as well if you don't want to be like the pariahs of the village.
Yeah.
So yeah, you immediately become quite relevant that priest isn't just late, he's not showing up. You can both give me wits rolls. Maybe ascertain certain.
Oh my god. This is great. Oh,
Well, listen, everyone's confused. Nobody knows. It's maybe a bit of a mystery. You will see Luciana and eventually a couple other people leave. Luciana does seem to leave first in quite a hurry.
that makes sense.
Yeah, that's what a lot of your neighbors say as well. As Nadia, your husband would just kind of say, appears that the man is not gonna show up. I will be heading into town with business.
Of course. Let's just hope he's well and comes back soon.
Well, if I will be asking some questions in town. If anyone's heard anything. He's just like immediately gonna start walking away. Yeah. You also see some of the others start like making their way out. You know, your grandmother. But Nadia would just kind of shake her head. This is quite unlike him.
You got a theory why he didn't show up?
Did hear that him and Boris had a disagreement yesterday.
David? Boris did not mention anything.
Of course not. He's a prideful man after all. Which means the argument didn't really go well.
So he's hurt?
No. Maybe. Let us go back home. Make lunch. Sure, they'll be able to eventually handle their problems on their own.
Yeah. If there's nothing for us to help with, I guess so.
Um, Milena, you're walking out. You can't help but overhear your cousin. He's complaining again.
Figured.
He's complaining again.
What is he complaining about?
Well, he is quite upset that the priest didn't show up. Thinks it's quite unprofessional, and it seems to be like it's like a small vocal minority because a lot of people still do like him, and they're like they think maybe something has happened, maybe he got sick or in an accident. There's like people tend to be a bit more worried, but your cousin, he is a bit more critical. He assumes the worst, that well, there might be other reasons why the man didn't show up. After all, a man of God wouldn't frolic around.
I will approach Anton, saying, "What gossip are you spreading right now?"
No gossip. I saw it yesterday. I was visiting one of the neighbors, and I mean, happened.
It happened.
Yes, I saw. And I can still say this a bit more like hushly. I saw Boris visit him, and some arguments, some like screaming, I guess. Well, shortly after, Luciana stopped by. At this point, I don't think it's just rumors anymore. I don't want to believe this of the priest. He seemed like a decent man.
Does seem out of character for Alexander, but I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation.
Well, I don't. You're not like upset at this? The priest has clearly taken advantage of your niece.
Taking advantage of. Do you think so low of Lou?
I think he should have known better.
Perhaps he should have, but maybe
He's gonna like
maybe
take you
we
a bit
don't
to the
know
side.
all of it.
Say, please take me. Why are you not upset about this?
I'm not saying that I'm not upset about it. I have spoken with Luciana, and I trust her judgment. I don't think she would do something so bold.
She's a wonderful young girl, but young means foolish decisions. Sometimes when young people let their heart dictate things for them, they make stupid decisions. I don't want to see her come to regret this in 2 years.
We all make stupid decisions when we're young, Anton.
So I'm trying to help her not make them.
So this is coming from a place of worry for young Luciana then?
Yes, of course. Like I said, the priest clearly took advantage of her.
Well, rest assured that it is something that I am keeping my eye on.
Clearly.
But if we want Luciana to be an independent young woman, doesn't have to rely on everyone telling her what's right, what's wrong, we need to trust her to make her own decisions.
She's a child, for God's sakes, but then she doesn't know better.
She is older than I was when I got married and had kids.
Suppose you're right. But even you were smarter than to try and deal with a beast. The fact that Boris
cannot see the
went to
future,
his
Anton.
house, the fact that Boris went to his house and had that argument means not just baseless gossip. Boris would never act unless he thought it was certain, or at least very credible.
Yeah. Boris getting involved is not what I expected. Okay. For right now, we don't know. We'll wait until next week. Perhaps he'll show up and everything will be fine. Until then, I'm going to go speak to Luciana.
Well, if you find her, good luck. Mumbled his way out. She's making it hard. Is she? Such a rebellious.
Not even trying anymore.
Rebellious.
Oh boy. Maybe I need to go home and make some tea.
I was gonna say, do you look a bit exhausted? Like, is the exasperation visible on your face at this point?
I don't think it's like super obvious, but you can tell. Like she's trying to hold it together.
Your daughter was gonna say, you need some tea.
I think I do. I may be getting gray hairs a lot earlier than I expected because of Luciana.
She sort of like gives you like one of those looks of like, and why would you be getting gray hairs because of her?
To like put my arm around Rhea as we walk. I have a feeling you know exactly why.
I do, maybe. I have some ideas, but I don't want to assume, you know.
She has been very open about her, let's say, interest in spending time with the deacon.
Well, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I think you and the other elders are probably gonna make her do it anyways, so...
I did promise her I would let her try her way first.
So, just let her try her way.
I am. That's why I'm remaining hands off for now. You don't happen to know anything about what's going on?
No, she's been keeping the cards further close to her chest.
Shouldn't have expected anything less.
I think she. So.
I hope so. I also hope that whatever she's got going on doesn't get to a point where she tries to take on more than she can handle by herself.
Sort of nods. Yeah, listen. You'll get to go home a bit early, get lunch ready, maybe try to relax. Surely, how bad things can get.
Surely.
Oh, how worse can things get?
May have to put something extra in the TV.
Listen.
I think everything will be fine. I think
Let
everything will be
me
fine.
find the meat.
It will get worse. I lied. It will not be fine.
Is it the pouring alcohol in a blender?
No, listen. Enjoy a cup. You all get into your business in the afternoon. I'm not sure there's anything you two would like to do.
Would Nadia have seen Svetlana at church?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was there before, like, leaving quite quickly, and then just the usual disappearing act.
I think she would call her up.
I think he would get the reject button. Svetlana, you are literally in the middle of a ritual, so probably would
does it
either not pick up or yeah.
Otherwise, she would just stay home, cook, and probably tend to garden.
Yeah. Well, and Svetlana, you are done. You are caught up with the timeline. Ritual backfired. You had the conversation with Luciana. I think you are making your way back to the village from the nearby hills.
Yeah, for my little hideout, my little clearing.
Well, I'm not sure if you want to do anything. You do remember Nadia gave you a call a few hours ago?
You're on the way back. I'll like follow up on the call. Like basically, I'll check up on it. See what you want. And Nadia, you wanted anything?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask if if Lou's okay. I saw her rushing out of church, and thought maybe would know something.
Yeah, no, she's I don't know, she's all right.
Okay. So you also know what happened to Alexandra?
He got yeah, Alexander got into an accident on the road. When I was staying in town.
You're sure about that accident on the road?
Go back into the archives to see if Lou told me that he got beaten up with hammers. I think she did. Yeah, she did. Let me check the archives. If she did.
Imagine taking notes of what your character would.
No, never.
Insane.
No, never. No, never. I have the archives. They'll serve me well enough. Yeah, I got kind of beaten up by people.
Yeah, I heard he and Boris got into a pretty heated argument. I assume he's behind this.
Yeah, could you? Well, I think at this point it's too late, but yeah, I'm not sure if what you can do with Boris at this point. I think I already kind of opened the box with the with what you told the Pandora's box with what you told him.
Yeah, I should not have told him that. I didn't think he would act.
Because I know you don't like him. And he's never the most sociable person around. Or he's probably not the most sociable to you.
Yeah, I mean, gossiping not really concerns him, for the most part.
From his wife telling him, I think did. But anyway, at this point, nothing you or for me for now at least can do for that. Just no, don't tell him any more stuff or.
Yeah, I am not planning on telling anything more. I can't be sure about that.
Alright then, I'll see you tomorrow. For now, I'm gonna lie in bed and rest a bit. I'm not sure how long the ritual took. It's like evening?
Like 6 p.m.
Yeah. See you later, Nadia.
See ya.
Anything any of you want to do at this point in time?
I'm debating going to look for plants because it's going to be late, so I don't want to do that right now.
Listen, unless we roll a complication, fine.
Yeah, who would roll complication this early in the game, right?
You have +2 to looking for leaving to chance.
Listen, the bad dice rolls were taken out of the way. Only gonna be dice rolls now.
I'm rolling with heart. I only get +1. Neck.
Oh,
I believe in you.
I recommend always leaving up to chance because it's usually a bit better because of you. Anyway, I'll not backseat.
The same actor, both the same stat.
Didn't you have +2 in wits?
Yeah, but you roll
Back
with
it's the
heart.
same stat. Oh my god. You can't backseat people if you don't know the mechanics.
Oh, it's sorry, no, it's different stats.
That's true. What? Oh.
Yeah, it's different
No,
stat. Yeah, it's right. The sheet is broken at the start. You have to like
Shit.
At the start it says leave it to chance. Not right. I'm being very correctly. At the start, it says on the sheet by default. I manually changed it to wits.
My apologies.
Yeah, I actually it's correct. I read the book, Grant. One thing I do, I read the book. That's a good min-max.
Yeah, technically, probably +2. How lucky do you feel tonight?
Not very.
It's fine. Even on the partial, at least you will not get spotted on leave the chance, unlike with specific.
But you know what? I'm in a good mood after the race. I'm gonna say fuck it. Nothing's gonna happen if I don't do anything. Well, I have a feeling bad things are gonna happen no matter what.
You are somewhat correct.
Fuck it. I will go look for plants.
I assume just randomly, so.
Yeah. Oh boy, here we go. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
It's a partial roll of 1d20. You want
D20.
then the thing I can't pronounce. But you
Okay,
can
yeah.
like injure legs, love magic, wounds and warts.
Oh no, I don't want this one.
It's the offensive plant.
Wonderful.
You can like fuck up people with it. Listen, this might be useful sooner rather than later. For no reason.
No reason at all.
We know. Me and Grunt know. Someone's
Oh.
coming to town.
But yeah, no, listen. You go out. And Milena, you do have to venture a bit into the hills. And you look for plants for a few hours. You manage to find some. You hear it echoes through the woods. Sounds like a loud booming noise. You hear like a couple in a somewhat rapid succession. About 10 seconds in between each.
And I'm assuming I can't tell where it's coming from.
Would probably try to do that. Probably give me a wits roll.
Sure. Nope.
No, it's hard again. It's getting late, so it's hard to see, and because of the echo, not that
All
far
right.
away. But
Yeah, in that case, I'm just gonna head back home.
unlike Americans, people here are not that familiar with gunshots.
Yeah, I'm trying not to be like, that's a gunshot.
As I'll assume you will rapidly make your way home. Not want to investigate
Yeah,
what that
I'll
was.
be a little quicker.
Yeah. You'll arrive back home safe and sound. Well, it's nighttime. You'll all go to sleep. Not sure, Nadia, if you want to talk. Your husband would come back late in the evening, like at 9 p.m.
Yeah, she would ask him if he found anything while he was in town.
Nonsense. Priest had an accident with his car at fell into a nearby ravine. He is at the local clinic. Had a
Oh my god, that sounds
Yes.
terrible.
Yes, it was quite an unlucky fall, but it's fine now.
Will he be okay soon?
Well, I didn't check in on him, but should be able to. They'll probably be able to discharge him in a week or two.
I didn't know it wasn't worse.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a couple of the men and get the car out either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow.
Sounds good. Thanks for checking up on him.
The least I can do.
So I guess we won't have thirds next 1 to 2 weeks.
He like sighs and nods and says, "I will inform people around that they are not alarmed."
Just gonna nod.
Might also send a message to the local parish for another replacement. He needs more time.
I mean, we should probably wait a week and see how he's doing.
Of course, of course.
If he needs time, we shouldn't give his replacement.
What did you say?
If he would take time, more time, we should need a replacement.
Yeah. That's why I'm gonna wait until the hospital informs me, and I will probably have to go and check in on him following week.
I mean, if you don't mind, I would love to come with. Maybe need someone to talk to. Must be lonely in there.
As you wish. I don't think it's necessary, but
See some familiar faces.
sort of. Eventually, kind of finish dinner and then go to sleep.
I should also head to bed.
Sam. Listen, nobody. Nobody. Everyone's fine.
It was just skeet shooting, target practice,
Yeah, it's just hunting. We're just
military
hunting.
training.
We're just hunting deer at like 8
Night
p.m.
hunting.
Yes.
Night hunting.
That's listen. This is exactly how they did it in Romania. They shot someone. They're like, it's a hunting accident. Sorry, I thought he was a deer. He was screaming and running away. It's like, I don't know what you mean. Actual real life case, by the way. Well, listen. You know what, Elena? You'll be you'll be awoken in the middle of the night. Late. Your clock reads 3 in the morning. And
the witching hour.
Listen, the reason you are awake is because there's a light tapping on the window of your room.
Mm-hmm.
You pull back the curtains. You'll see a small young girl, sort of, covered in a red hood.
No.
She is at the window, smiling at you.
Okay. I don't know this child.
Nope. Never seen her around.
This is the point where a smart person in the horror movie closes the curtain and goes back to sleep.
Yeah, but tapping will continue. That's annoying.
Who told you about the spirit? Let's remember Lou told you about the spirit.
She just said a spirit though, like out in the
That's true,
forest,
that's true,
right? She
that's
didn't say
true. No, no.
anything else. Oh boy.
Listen, you can ignore it. You can listen. You can be
No,
like,
I
fuck
need
off,
to.
weird, creepy child.
After
Are there,
seeing
like-
around these parts,
Are there like screens in the windows here, or is it just like opens up to like
You
everything?
would probably have screens in this sort of area now. It's just kind of normal.
I'm not gonna open the window, but I'm gonna go like out the front door and kind of like peek around the area where she would be.
Well, listen. As you like go to the front door, as you open it, you see she is standing sort of in your courtyard, staring at you again with the same smile.
What do you want?
Help you, of course.
I don't need any help.
Don't think you need any help. But blood soaks forest. Blood of men. Any men. Blood will flow. Flow and flow and flow downhill. And by the time you realize you need help, late.
Okay, so we will need help at some point. Why are you offering it?
Don't want hunters to roam around the woods at night. I want them
Hunters?
gone.
Why would there be hunters in the woods?
I don't know. But there are. They've been killing people. How long until they draw closer to home?
I understand you're trying to convince me to agree to this, but
Just saying. You can go tomorrow once the sun is up. I don't think they'll find all the bodies in. You heard the sounds. Those were sounds of a gun. Ending lives. One bullet, one life.
like Milena just like shakes her head. I'll go see it for myself in daylight.
Sort of giggles. Good luck. Don't let the wolf catch you.
I will close the door.
Smile never drops, says, yeah, you just close the door and listen, how bad can it be?
How bad can it be, right?
Listen though. Anna. Thorncockle's right there though.
It is right there. You're so goddamn right. It is right there. And somebody call me a bitch.
Listen, maybe that.
Don't metagrudge.
Mac will
No,
metagrudge you. See, unlike more like civilized people, Mac is in fact the actual fucking savage. Um,
But you can learn. You can learn from your mistakes.
No. I never done that once in my life. What should I start now?
gonna say, listen, you wasted some good herbs on that spell. Kinda didn't work.
Listen, as much as I'm excited out for she's definitely thinking about it. She's thinking, what could she even offer potentially Devil? She does not know the law, but she does know the tales. Devils, remember, there's only interested in two things: souls and or cruel entertainment.
Listen,
She's
listen,
thinking
there's
tactically of
many
what she
things
could
you
offer
can.
a
There's
Devil.
many. I was gonna say there's many things that like devils demanded. Unfortunately, your source of information is not
Yeah, fairy
Kanka.
tales.
It's
I know.
most
Yeah,
like
yeah. No,
folk
no, yeah,
tales.
no. Again, she's going off fairy tales. It's either like souls or the classic or cruel entertainment, like karmic justice and whatnot. Because I think that's what very many fairy tales who deals with devils can end up.
Yeah, no.
And she's definitely considering because at this point she doesn't know what to do. She doesn't trust the coven, and
Yeah, as you think about it, you sleep on it. The next day arrives. Elena, are you gonna venture out into the woods once there is light outside?
I will. Even though I got weird vibes from the small child spirit.
Did say
I
make
would be
sure the
dumb to
wolf
ignore it.
doesn't get you.
Yeah.
So,
I will tell Rhea where I'm going. I won't tell her why.
I
but
was
I'll tell
gonna
her
say, you're
where I'm
just
going.
gonna like say, hey, I'm heading into the woods. She's gonna go collect flowers.
Hmm.
You can still give me a wits roll. Ah, well, luckily,
This is one of the ones I don't want to pass.
listen. Luckily, as you venture, you will manage to like not get spotted. You see a bunch of men clearly loading up like bodies covered with like fucking tarp into it's like a small fucking van. You manage to make sure they don't spot you. None of them are like from the village, so you don't recognize them.
Mhm.
But they seem quite upset at what has happened. They're clearly fucking taking dead bodies. You can see at least 2 corpses.
You said they seem upset?
Yes, they seem very upset.
Like
angry.
sad, angry?
No,
Okay.
angry. I will say one of the men does have an actual gun, you can see. The other ones are not visibly armed, but
Alright, and I can't see, like the bodies are covered, I can't see how
Yeah.
they died. Okay. Okay. Would it be weird to look for signs of wolves in the area while I'm out here?
wolves would not come this close to civilization.
They wouldn't, but I did get warned about it.
Yeah, probably that was a that's yeah, you can there's no if you want to spend more time out in the woods, you can look for animal tracks, see if you can spot anything.
Yeah, I will. But after that, I will go back. I don't want to spend too much time out here.
Gonna stay because if you want to look for animal tracks, how long are you gonna spend? Are you gonna be home by mid-afternoon or maybe?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. Yeah, if you look the surrounding area, try and avoid where the men are doing their thing. No, you don't spot any particular tracks. Probably see deer marks, but that's about it.
Okay.
As well, fortunately, not everyone is so lucky. Nadia, as your husband will, as per usual, leave in the morning. It is a Monday after all. He has to go to work in town as he always does. Like an hour or two as you're just finishing up clearing the courtyard. You do see there's a man sort of at the gate ringing the bell.
I'm just gonna go out and see who's it.
Yeah, it's a young man, early 20s. Has like a fucking cap on and looks at you and says, "Oh God, you have grown up." As give me like a wits roll. Yeah, it's there's a vague sense of familiarity to him, but not sure who this person is. Says, yeah, so I'm gonna. It's like sees you staring. God, you don't remember me, do you?
No, so we know each other?
It's been like 10 years. I'm Luciana's brother.
Wait, you're back?
I am back, yes.
Welcome back. Wanna come in?
No, actually. I just want to understand something. Why did you bullshit things to your husband?
What do you mean?
My understanding, somebody convinced Boris over there that, well, my sister and Alexander, well, they fucked. Why would Boris think that?
I mean, rumors go around quickly.
So why did you bullshit?
I didn't think he would go to lengths and believe it. Usually does not listen to the gossip in town, at least most of it. So
Did you say it was gossip, or did you say, "Hey, no, Boris, that's actually true"?
I might have mentioned the second
You might have.
option.
Yeah. No, it's a good thing to see that nothing fucking changes.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, go
I
fuck you.
know
You
it
can
was
go
not.
fuck yourself. He like turns around, like starts walking away.
Just gonna scream after him. Did you find Lou
Yeah, she's safe at the hospital.
at the hospital?
Yeah, where your husband had my friend was clobbered to death. Imagine my shock and surprise when I get a call after almost half a year now. And it's my hometown. But you know, there's a comfort in just seeing that some things just never fucking change.
I didn't want this to happen. Martin, I didn't. I mean, Alexander seems like a nice guy. I did not want Boris to take him up for what happened.
Well, fix it then.
I see what I can do.
Just gonna shrug and take his leave. Yeah, listen, it's kind of like maybe closing the gate. Your grandmother is gonna look from the porch. Who was that, my dear?
An old acquaintance. Apparently, Lou's brother is back.
Her eyes kind of go a bit wide. Oh dear. Seems an awfully big coincidence.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't seem convinced.
I, I'm not sure.
Seem spooked a bit. All right.
Yeah, I guess I just made a mistake. But I try not to do it again.
She looks a bit confused. Child, what are you talking about?
I mean, Alexander got beaten up because I told Boris. There have to be other ways to deal with him. He doesn't need to get hurt.
How is this connected? Sienna's brother coming back.
I guess they know each other.
Sort of takes a deep breath and he think Deacon losing his temper with Boris made him get into this trouble. Don't blame yourself for the egos of men.
Of course. Grandma. Of course.
Must be often. News I must share with the rest of the 11.
What's going on?
Oh. Not sure if there's anything you want to do right now.
Not for now, no.
Well, Svetlana, it is the morning. As oh, because you are such a late sleeper, you will probably notice the fact that well, your mother's not here.
Maybe she's out gossiping or talking with the other hags, probably. Is Anya around?
Yeah, she is.
I'm probably on the way out. She's getting out. After grabbing the tactical corn cockle, of course. She will think on the way while she will collect her to deploy today or later. But she'll go saying, "Hey mom, got anyone in particular, or just to gossip with the neighbors?"
No, Zanka came by and they left together. Apparently something rather important is happening. They're getting all the elders to discuss it.
Oh god, let's hope they're not discussing Loon, Alexander's. I love. Like, let's hope they do not do a lost spell. Let's hope it's something else.
She kind of shrugs and says, Zanka looked worried. I don't usually see her like that concerned.
Oh. That's
Yeah.
That's not good.
Where are you heading out to?
You know, I think they said like you need 10,000 steps a day.
Oh my. Or at least you might better not be doing spells on any of us again.
That I can 100% assure you I'm not. That's actually 100% true.
Be careful.
I always am. I'm the Lord of Safety. I actually plan to work at the.
Sure you are.
I guess she will get out.
Yeah. Listen, you can like go to the woods and do your thing. Listen, apparently the elders are distracted right now.
Yeah, she will also, while everybody's distracted, she will also collect some plants to also think on the way when she really wants to, how she will speak to the devil, or like thinking about. Maybe she'll be lucky and find the divination. Oh,
because if you're gonna spend a couple of hours looking for plants, it's gonna take time.
Never.
Can't just like casually stop on the way.
I mean, it's not convenient corn cockle growing on the way home.
No.
I mean, I already have the corn cock. That's what the multitask. The corn cock is already in my bag. So I'll give it one more minute before I'll pull the grenade pin. Maybe I'll find the. I'll be rolling with Go to the list. Now it'll be funny if I just fail the roll. It'll be really funny.
Would.
Yeah. I'm rubbing my hands. I'm praying. I'm blowing on the dice. It's an 8. Remove the corn cockle. It's been deployed. The grenade's been deployed.
So yeah, I'm gonna give you the option. Which one do you want?
I will listen, Grunt. I think most interesting for the story with the first one.
Yeah. So, well, head out into the woods to begin your long ritual. As you draw the circles, you use the herbs, you say the incantations. There's like a wind in the air that sort of picks up. Very chilly current. As there's almost like it's a thick fog that rolls in now, almost out of nowhere. As you almost can see this sort of figure through the mist approach you. It's, well, the devil you see before you looks quite angelical if you think about it.
I mean, she will probably not pay much. I mean, obviously the stories are maybe overblown. Maybe heaven's not a thing. Whatever. He might just feel a bit silly and might want to pretend to be an angel because he thinks he wants to like save her. Like, this might be a bit going on. I mean, I would too, but that's beside the point.
As yeah, you see this being made out of shadows and starlight approach you through the mist and said, "Another child wishes to bargain."
Greetings, my lord. I'll be careful and attentive.
They refer to me as Astra.
Very well then, Astaroth it is. I wanted to beseech you for some help in a personal matter. But I want to ask if it's possible, instead of just you directly helping me out with a given problem, you could maybe exchange well, knowledge and means.
It's
So I can get them.
quite a noble goal. Reach out the lords of the underworld. Knowledge. Most would seek out wealth, power. Tell
Well,
me, tell me, child, what knowledge are you looking for?
well, I'm overall a very curious individual, but of course, obviously of the arcane nature. But to be more specific, the means to I want the means to I'm sure how restrictive you are, but to be able to defend myself and those I care around myself. And then I want to fight back.
What are you willing to offer in return for such boons?
I well, perhaps the only thing I already know if I already know the tales from I already know fairy tales. Sadly, my coven that does not teach. My mother refused to teach me anything more. So the only thing I can offer you is perhaps a favor in the future.
You ask for power, for great things, and you offer a meager favor. You petulant
Perhaps,
child.
perhaps there are some. I could offer you one thing though. There are. You are interested in souls, correct?
That would be an astute observation.
If you grant me knowledge to defend and fight myself, I could acquire some souls.
There are plenty of wandering souls, plenty of dead that will be happening in the area soon. I am more interested in a particular soul.
Which would that be?
Soul of the killer. Said you want to protect yourself.
Yes, and specifically also my friends and those they care about.
Once the hunters close in, you think they will spare you or your friends?
One of their hunters coming?
Yes. Quite a lot of them. For now, there's only 2 in this area. But soon more will follow. Unless someone takes action. Unless someone deals with it. I can give you the power to defend yourself. I can grant you the knowledge that your little coven clearly has denied you. There is power in you, child. Power to rule and power to grant you the independence. Do as you wish.
I assume you will not simply tell me who the targets are, since it's for me to find out who the killer is. Who the hunters are.
Good. I need to see you are capable of killing first. Facing a hunter for someone untrained like you won't be an easy thing. An easier task first. Also, give you a showcase of your powers. There's a powerful spirit wandering this area. Under the guise of a large wolf-like creature. Find it. Kill it. And then you'll know you'll be ready. I will tell you where you can find the hunters.
But I want one more question. I'm not sure if you'll answer me, of course, or is the hunter related to Alexander?
Of course.
Oh, she gonna grumps to the side at that.
I see you're already backing out. Maybe I was wrong about you. Maybe you are lacking the backbone needed.
I always know that. I mean, I always know that was even from the fairy tales. They're not all true, but I know you like. There's always a bit of a catch there. One of my friends does care for Alexander, and I'm willing to kill, but I seek knowledge to solve the problems I cause, not to create more.
I can see into your soul, child. Petty lies are what you tell yourself to feel better. I know the true reason. Desire for power is an alluring one. The ability to do as you please, the ability to not depend on others, the ability to push those who would step on you off. Don't want power and knowledge, help and fix problems. You know, you want it to be able to be free of this coven that binds you. This coven that denies you your rightful place. This coven that denies you access to essential tools just to be able to keep you down. Because at the end of the day, they are afraid of you, what you could do.
You still smile? I'll give you that, Astaroth. You're not wrong. It's but there are some people nonetheless, I still care about. Even if the rest of the coven can go to hell for all I care.
Why don't you take over then?
She actually put pause at that.
My help? You probably could easily. Your hunters are only here because of the way your coven has conducted itself. You probably handle them. Make sure that the witches that overstep are corrected.
It's not actually perfectly possible. That most individual slowly nod in agreement. That is a far better proposal. Will still be forced to kill the hunter in question, though.
You bring me. You bring me the souls. Your elder witches. That would be more than an equal payment for my services.
Ah, wonderful! Ah, wonderful! She will nod.
Those who don't submit to you, I will make sure they are properly taken care of.
She'll still, as much as she agrees with him, she's still attentively like, nah, she's still kind of scared of the implications of this entire bit. What she'll say, that is a far more agreeable bargain. Maybe they deserve a bit of torment and hell, for God knows what they did in the past.
I think a test, small experiment, a demonstration for the gifts I bring. As he extends his hand, you can see the strands of shadow latch onto you as you feel like reinvigorated. Be so mighty and feared that people will cower before you. This is only the first of many gifts I bring. Go. Find the werewolf. Kill it. We'll be able to ease.
I say she will nod at that.
As the mist disperses and devil is gone.
She'll take a deep fucking breath of fucking holy shit, yeah, because she was mostly trying to contain herself. It's the first time she talked to a supernatural, especially someone of this fucking stature. Because I also take the liberal assumption that he was kind of like 10 feet tall.
It was
my
quite
head.
big, yes.
He's like probably at least towering over her, definitely. As yeah.
And yeah, you can wander a bit and try and like find whatever this thing said.
Yeah, let's try to wander around, yeah.
As you venture, you will spot it almost. It takes you about an hour or so to find it, as you can see it sort of moving through the tree line. As it definitely notices you. And there's a moment of hesitation before like it starts charging you.
Okay, yeah, I'm not sure. Do I feel anything different? Oh, yeah.
Well, takes a split second as you're maybe panicking, not sure if maybe this was a mistake or not.
Yeah, she's one of those people. She's like, what the fuck, where's the fireball? Oh god, what the fuck?
As moments before impact, you can feel like as can see shadows grow around you as the thing like impacts you, and you sort of like raise your hands defensively and are able to completely stop its advances as it hits you, and it doesn't feel that strong. Not really. As you are able to just push it back as you slam it into a nearby tree. As you realize your hands have morphed into these monstrous like claws, as fur and flesh is sort of sticking to them, as you realize you did just like gouge out this creature's innards as it's like roaring in pain.
She'll try to quickly steel herself and get it over quickly. I'm not sure. She would try to just chop his head, tear his head off, or chop it off. I don't know. It'd probably be messy as fuck, yeah, because she didn't never killed any before.
Yeah, as adrenaline and an instinct takes over, instincts you don't really know where they're coming from. You suddenly, like, as you try to get closer, you move with insane speed as your claws dig into it, as you pin it against the tree, as it like tries to scratch and like bite and claw at you. As the shadows keep you safe, you feel very faint traces of pain as you tear this thing apart in a very messy and gory display of violence. As it will eventually stop moving, as you have to tear it limb from limb. Surprisingly, it's not that difficult now, as its cries and whimpers die out, replaced with a squelching noise of flesh in your hands, as the forest grows quiet once more. And as the shadows sort of dissipate from your body, there's no marks on you. You feel no pain. There are no injuries. You are, mentally maybe fucked and tired.
Yeah, mentally I'm fucked, yeah. Yeah, she probably stayed there for a bit after she killed, for the first time killing and all the blood and whatnot.
As at the corner of your vision, you can see a shadow flicker and hear the human's voice still say, "Remember, young Svetlana, only one of many gifts."
After the initial shock passes, you'll slowly nod. She'll receive the old hex heads on the silver platter.
This coven will be yours if you work with me.
She'll nod.
Meanwhile, Milena, you come back from your journey to the woods. Probably be Roxana who approaches you, Svetlana's mother. Say, so good to have found you. The elders are having a meeting. Well, we all need to be there.
Okay, good. I was hoping to bring something to their attention.
Is this about Sienna's brother?
Luciana's brother?
I was just... Then you don't know either.
No.
You start walking. Apparently he stopped by Nadia's place and Zanka has called an urgent meeting. He is apparently back in town.
Hmm.
Well, let's just say he was rather aggressive and apparently connected to the priest.
Well, I hoped he would have stopped by to say hello if he was in town. This must be.
I think he is still. I don't think the years have made him more sensible.
No, no, of course not.
Apparently, he was quite aggressive to young Nadia.
We'll see what Zonka has to say.
As yeah, you'll meet at Tatiana's house, and some of the other elders are here as well. I'll only post their pictures if they become relevant. You can find them in the archive.
Okay.
As we'll kind of sit down, there's some being passed around. Zanka's gonna speak up first. She says, well, ladies, we've gathered today to speak about the fact that there's a lot of problems and it involves Luciana once again. Appears her brother has returned. He is as upset as ever. As Tatiana will say, well, doesn't surprise me. He's always had a chip on his shoulder. Question is, why is he back and why is he so upset? Zanka will say, might have to do with recent incident with Alexander. Someone mentioned seeing Luciana heading into town and she hasn't come back, so well, I assume it is not good.
Grant, what do I know about Martin disappearing originally?
Okay, give me a second. Basically, definitely had what everyone around here would consider a big fucking attitude problem.
Okay.
Um, yeah, so he definitely had a big attitude problem. Never really got along with his family. Never got along with a lot of people here. Very aggressive individual. Left around when he was 16. And well, he is also was very protective of Luciana from what you remember, even back then.
Mhm.
So you're pretty sure he was sort of, even though it's not what people should do, but some of the conflicts that appeared even back then with their families, that they did sort of tell him certain things maybe that they shouldn't have. So that was also a bit of a problem, informing him of too much of the supernatural world. He definitely could see supernatural creatures, which is why his parents were like, we should at least explain the basics to him, even though he never had an aptitude for magic itself.
Mhm.
Not sure if you have
Okay.
particular questions.
No, I think that about covers it. The player didn't know why he left.
Well, everyone just presumed like there was like a very big fight, and then he just up and left. His parents would never talk about it. I don't think Luciana talked about it too much.
Yeah, probably not.
Uh,
Okay.
some of the other elders are like, just classic. He was just jealous of his sister's capabilities and didn't like the fact that he was told that he needs to shut the fuck up and do his job, and just, well, clearly an irresponsible young man.
I guess Milena is going to look at Zanka and ask if, did you hear the conversation that he had with Nadia?
Partially.
Do you know what he was so angry about?
I believe it had to do with Alexander, Boris. Boris always has been connected to some rather unsavory sorts. It's the main reason we've been able to enjoy such a peaceful life here.
Apparently, he was seen arguing with Alexander recently.
Yes, and I believe, well, he said that priest was in a car accident in the hospital. Now, Alexander may not have been the best driver, but it seems awfully convenient. I know how these sorts work. Boris is connected to several organized crime rings, so getting a few people to beat up the priest is not inconceivable.
But why? All because of Luciana?
Whatever their argument was, it definitely upset Boris. You know Boris, he is a extremely prideful man. I don't think he would tolerate insults. They get too severe. Physical altercation happened between the two of them. That might be a cause.
Well, if we know he is in the hospital, why doesn't one of us just go and speak to him? Find out what happened. You know, Boris wouldn't be forthcoming about it.
Suppose we could, but what do you pray tell want to talk to? Ask him, were you beaten up by goons? I presume if he's smart, he's gonna say no and deny everything. If we do that, we might also risk tipping Boris off that we know more than we let on.
So, Alexander and Boris get into an altercation. Boris gets revenge, puts Alexander in the hospital. Yana goes to meet him in the hospital, and Martin returns and is aggressive with Nadia. Am I clear on that?
Yes, yes. And I somehow don't think it's just a coincidence.
He's always been very protective of his sister. If he believes she was wronged in any way,
But she wasn't. She was not involved in any of this.
then there's something we're not seeing.
Must be careful not to reveal too much of ourselves. You are correct. As Tatiana will say, Milena, if you are so curious, you should talk to Martin. After all, you are family.
I am, yes. No. Like most of his family, kept me at arm's length.
I think you should find him, talk to him, see what he knows, see what he wants. I don't think he is here to, well, settle down.
Yeah, it does not seem likely.
I also saw some interesting individuals driving small vans early in the morning. As Roxana will say, I think those are some of Boris's men. I don't know what they're doing so close to the village, but I've seen their type before.
Said, you think there were Boris's men with the vans this morning?
Yes. Seen them as well.
I have. They were clearing bodies.
You say that, they're all sort of all gonna like look a bit more concerned.
I wanted to bring this up to all of you. There was, what was that? Oh, Josie. A spirit approached me last night, offering help for something we didn't know it was coming yet. Of course, I turned her down. She was a young girl. She warned me that there would be hunters' bodies, so I went to go check for myself.
Zanka will say, how many?
I'll give her like a rough estimate of what I saw anyway.
Well, now I guess that makes the situation even more complicated. Be careful with Martin.
You don't think he's connected to this, do you?
Shows up, and then the next day bodies start dropping.
I pray that you're wrong, but I will speak to him.
Better to be safe than sorry.
Agreed.
I think We will trust you on this, Melina, that you will be able to gather information from him. We'll decide how we proceed after that. We'll
Thank you.
make a decision once Luciana returns from the hospital. We'll take a vote on what to do all of this. Technically, Luciana is also part of the Elder Council, but it's like an Anakin thing. It's like,
Yeah.
like you're here because
She's
we
there,
kind of
but
have to. Yeah. Nobody actually takes you seriously. You're here because
so
your
I'm not the
mom
youngest of the
died.
elders. It's
Yeah, but like, listen. You're on the
She's not- she's
council,
not-
but you're not a master.
She's like a DC representative. She doesn't vote. She's only there to observe. Non-voting member.
it's a ceremonial position.
Again, her family is part of the coven, so by right, she is the oldest. Yeah. There's nothing else you wanted to chat about here. Yeah, we'll
No, I think
wait
I
on your
got them.
conclusion on Martin.
Great. How do I find him?
Oh, I mean, the first place to check is their
Luciana's
house.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, you'll go there and you will spot the car, at least an unfamiliar car, as you ring the doorbell, and yeah, you'll see him open the door. And it's been some years, clearly, but you can recognize Martin. He like looks at him and says, "Ah, Lena, come in."
Yeah, I'll step in. I heard you were back in town, but I almost didn't believe it.
Well, I tried to well, keep my presence a bit on the down low, but nothing escapes the eyes of people around here.
No, that's quite difficult to do. So, it's good to see you. It's been what, 10 years now?
Time
What
flies.
brings you back?
Well, you know, business.
Don't pull that with me.
Fine. I get a phone call, and apparently, a good friend of mine is in the hospital. Broken bones, 3 non-functional limbs. Like, wait a minute. He is back in my home village. Know what? Know what they say? Can't leave a brother hanging, so. Got in a car. 2 hours later, I'm here. Glad to see the place hasn't changed much. There's just so much vitriol when he
Andrews
says
helped
that.
rebuild a lot.
He'll kind of say, yeah, build. What exactly did he build here?
Fixed up the old church.
That stupid fucking building.
People here respect him a lot, Martin.
Doesn't matter, does it? One fucking insult to Boris's fucking ego, and oops, car crash.
It was Boris, you're sure?
Yep. Well, wasn't Boris himself, you know. Cowards like him never like actually do the thing. It's they get other people to do. those people won't be along for too much. Some of them are, unfortunately, I think, passed away recently. Woods here, they're quite dangerous. Have to be very careful where you step to not, like, break your neck.
I'll send him a very sharp look, but not like comment on that in particular. You've been spending a lot of time in the woods around here then?
Oh, I grew up here, and well, I still know the land a bit.
I have to ask. Luciana, she left to check on Alexander when he didn't show up for church. She okay?
She is fine.
Good.
Though it is a bit funny to walk in and on walking on two people. Not the one that called back here. It's a mere coincidence I met with her at the hospital.
Yeah, I've been spending more time together recently.
Yes, Alexander's a good man, even if he's not the smartest.
She seems to trust him at least.
I would also trust him. It's his naivety that will get him killed, not anything else. God actually went to apologize to the fucker.
He went to apologize?
Yeah, punched Boris in the face, and my understanding, he did say some unkind things about my sister, so I'll be getting back to him on that. But punched him in the face. Boris left, huffing and puffing. Xander went into town to apologize. Boris was like, "Sure, please step into this not at all suspicious alleyway," and then had some people break his legs.
That man is too unpredictable.
I think that's very predictable. Don't worry. I'll save one last gift for Boris at the end. Now, only people who don't value their life too much would wander into at night. Very dangerous. Hard to see. Stumble and fall.
Yes, it would be a shame if Boris had an accident, I suppose.
Sometimes these things happen. Well, I'm sure no one will cry at his funeral.
Well, he does have a wife, and apparently people have heard you having a bit of a spat with her recently.
Yeah. Well, apparently she's the one that, well, told Boris that Alexander and Luciana fucked. So I just wanted to know why she just lie intentionally. Did she just confirm gossip?
Milena just like pinches the bridge of her nose, like.
Yeah, listen. Apparently it is just stupidity, so. She says she can fix it. I want to see her do it. I don't think anything can, I know one thing that can fix people like Boris.
Martin, you're bringing a lot of aggression and danger to this village.
Ah, no shit.
Just going to stop with these? Or are you going to keep going?
Well, I still have about 85 bullets left. Plenty to spare.
When does this tirade of yours end?
Once they stop trying to figure out who's fucking with them. Oh, these criminals, they care a lot about their bottom lines. Makes it quite easy to bait them into doing stupid shit. It's fine, what are they gonna do? Call the police? Sir, they're attacking our illegal operations in the woods. Please help. Or are you and the rest of you witches gonna do something about it? Am I threatening your little ecosystem? Nice, comfy beds.
You're making a lot of people concerned.
Well, too bad I don't give a shit.
Can you blame them when people start dying in the forest?
God, if they knew what monsters you people actually are, that would be the least of their concern.
So that's it. You've come back to have your revenge, kill, and then leave?
Come to make sure that the people who did that to Alexander can never do it to anyone ever again. And, well, maybe I can convince Luciana to fucking this shit village behind. And then I'll leave.
That's a decision that she needs to make for herself.
Yeah. The problem is, until now, because though people like you, the other fucking hags, she thinks there's no other option. Whole big world out there.
Look, Martin, I know you've been gone for 10 years. I basically raised your sister after everything that happened. I've always encouraged her to be independent, to make her own decisions. Do not put that on me.
Okay. So then what's your problem actually? Are you gonna defend what? Fucking people who put an innocent man in the hospital? Are you gonna
What makes you
defend
think I'm defending
Boris?
you?
What's your problem then with me?
I don't
My-
have a problem. I'm asking you what happened, why you're here. Can I not express concern for my nephew?
I'm here to put some people in the ground.
That's clear.
I would suggest you don't go into the woods at night for the following weeks. So I'm a pretty good shot, so.
But how long until you find yourself in the dirt?
Well, you know what they say, hunters don't tend to retire.
If you're not concerned about your own well-being, then think of us. How do you think she'll take it if she finds out her brother was shot and killed?
Who's gonna kill me here? Because the only actual threatening people is you. Well, not you, but like your entire group. Trust me, I've dealt with way more dangerous folk than a bunch of fucking goons for hire. They wave a gun around and a couple of axes, and yeah, you'll scare the civilians. I'm no fucking civilian now, am I? It's been 10 years. Let's just say that I've learned a couple of things. I've dealt with certain individuals that would,
You're a hunter.
yes.
It's not exactly hard to put two and two together.
I can take down werewolves, vampires, and demons. I'm pretty sure a couple of illegal lumberjacks are gonna be fine. Unless somebody would, curse me, cast spells towards me. See, then I would have to engage with this operation, one of my regular jobs.
Martin, why would anyone here curse you?
He shrunk since, I don't know. But it's been 10 years and I've still yet to meet someone who uses magic as not a total fucking asshole. Who knows? Maybe you'll be the first group that surprises me. Maybe you'll be the first group that doesn't abuse their powers, doesn't fuck with people's lives, doesn't do things for their own fucking benefit. Yeah, I'm open-minded.
I also know that nothing can change your mind once you've set a course for yourself. I just ask that if something does go wrong, you do not try and handle it by yourself.
How
There
should
are
I
lots of
handle
us here who have the power to help.
it? You think I'm gonna go to heaven for help?
Come to me.
How do I know you're not just gonna sell me out?
Why do you think I would?
Keep your own hide intact? I don't know. Why does Luciana seem to give so much shits about you people?
Maybe if you stick around, you'll find out.
Yeah, and see that's the problem. I don't wanna be fucking brainwashed into your little.
I care about my daughters because that is what Luciana is to me. Both her and Rhea. Their well-being is the most important thing to me. Nothing else. And you, much as you don't want to believe it, are included in that.
Well, then, like I said, I'm not here to harm any of you. If that changes, I will let you know.
Still the same angry little boy.
Well, this is the same old shit village I left, and I left it for a good fucking reason. I just didn't realize just how fucked it was.
Well, good luck hunting. My door's always open to you.
Basically, walk you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, house. As you kind of like walk down the street, as you see the little girl in an alleyway, sort of staring towards you, smiling.
What is it, helpful little one?
Well, I was wondering how are things going for you?
Fantastic, thanks.
Family problems?
Hardly unique around here.
Well, I think things are about to get much worse for you.
Why do you seem so sure of that?
Oh, well, I know things. Tell you things, but not for free.
And there we come to the issue at hand.
Which is worse? Die at the hands of a hunter? Or to die at the hands... Well... technically their hands. Of a monster.
I don't see any monsters here.
For now. Just because you don't see them doesn't mean they're not here. Hiding.
If it is help you want, you can ask.
Well, yes, I would like you to... Oh, do you care about your coven?
I do.
Because I'm pretty sure hunters are gonna be a big threat. When there's one, there'll always be more to follow. Unless something would happen to make sure that one hunter leaves.
This particular one won't.
Sorry, what did you say?
I said this particular one won't.
I think I can be persuasive.
And I think I don't need anybody else meddling in this.
Drug said. Oh, good luck with the demon. And she's turn around and start walking away. Listen, how bad can it be?
I want to do a ward against evil spell, but I don't have shit for it.
Listen, you can always go look for specific plants.
Like a corn cock.
Listen.
The arms race.
Mutually assured destruction is always a deterrent for this conflict.
No, that one is ward against evil.
This nuclear weapons did bring peace to the world by preventing NATO and the Warsaw Pact from going to war to the threats of nuclear annihilation.
Get your own corncock and be like, my demon is better than yours.
What if we're gonna have a Mexican standoff or
Listen, you
There's
never know.
4 choices for ward against evil.
Listen, maybe I'm gonna be nice and I'm just gonna give you like Abaddon. Who knows? I can do that. You can do divination.
I can do divination.
Maybe some guidance. Summon.
That was my other plan since I can't do ward against evil.
Again, you can always look for specific plants. You have a +1, it's not that bad overall.
Yeah.
And then if you
I
do
do
that, you can
want
just target
to-
it.
And I do want to do. I would like to do both, but I'm going to do divination right now. I gotta figure out what I want to ask first. What specifically? Hmm.
Think about that. Not sure if Nadia, you want to do anything, you have day is yours. I'll take that silence as I don't want to do anything.
You're muted, Tavara. She's back, right?
Yeah, she said she's back. Yeah,
Might not be.
I think something might have occurred.
All right. I am subtracting 1 from my stash.
Roll. Surely you'll.
I'm gonna ask about. Do I ask about the spirit or Martin? I'm gonna ask you about Martin.
See what the
Yay, fuzzy answers.
you can use. Take the -1. Draw the attention to another supernatural creature.
I don't need any more supernatural creatures get involved.
It'd be fun though.
It would be fun. Should we go for chaos?
Let's go. Listen,
Always go.
the only thing you can do against me because this bitch is burning. Might as well have more fuel to the fire to burn quicker.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's attract supernatural attention. The little girl just shows up again, like, hello.
No. Variety. But you are asking about Martin, right?
Yeah, I want to know, like, I guess if. This isn't necessarily like divining the future, though, right?
No, it's just you can gain supernatural insight, so you could probably gain answer to whatever questions you might have. Maybe like
I guess.
advice. Like
Does anyone wish ill will against Martin, like amongst the coven?
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. I was gonna. Yeah,
That's my question.
I can answer that without the divination. No, there's listen.
Yes, but Milena doesn't know.
Like Milena would know. They're not gonna hide their intentions from you.
We're gonna save you.
Like, listen, they a lot of the witches, especially like the older ones, they're gonna look at Martin and be like, a fucking kid with an attitude. They're not gonna plan on killing, but if they learn he's a hunter and he's actively causing problems, because Boris being under your thumb brings money, stability, and peace to the village.
Yeah, but he's not doing a very good job of being under her thumb, though.
It's because you should do more love spells. It's clearly because you're letting Nadia.
I do have a thing for it now.
Yeah, Nadia's clearly not doing a proper job. We need to enslave him more. Explain to Nadia that she needs to like manipulate him fucking better. Don't tell him this sort of like, Nadia, lie to him, please. Bullshit him. And then we like fuck with his head.
But no, that's not like my actual question. Like
Yeah.
in general, I know, but like, is anyone actively planning to do something? That's what I mean.
Yes, there are supernatural forces that I think do wish him harm. He is
Okay.
in active danger.
Fuck.
But you did. Oh, thank me. My roulette.
Grunt goes to the shoe factory and
Is it too late to go find a plant and quickly cast a spell on Martin? Ward him.
No. Listen, you'll be able to try and do that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Watch me fail miserably.
oh god, I think I know what I'm gonna. Holy.
Oh, but don't say that.
Creative juices are flowing.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no. You do the ritual. You do gain rather quite concrete confirmation that there are supernatural forces who do, in fact, actively with Martin harm. So, yeah, you could probably form the word against evil.
I don't have a plant for it though.
Well,
That's the problem.
you can go look for one.
I would like to. Is it nighttime? I'm not going into the forest.
It's like 7 p.m. Don't like roll a complication. Fine.
Okay. Which one am I? I'm looking for yellow toad flax. Let's go.
Plus. Fine.
You cursed me. You did it. You said something.
Plus.
this is Astaroth right now. He took the dice. He turned them.
Ah, listen. Question is, how badly do you want to play? You said you wanted it because it's nighttime, but listen, it is quite imperative you get it.
Yeah, I think it's kind of important.
So listen, you can you'll search, you'll stretch whatever bit of light you have. Martin is probably not gonna shoot people necessarily. Well, he might, but
I was about to say,
listen, he probably will not shoot you. He could have probably done that already last time, but yeah, it's about it's like 9:30. The sun has set. Its shadows are growing long as you are desperately trying to for herbs, but again, the season is, well, not the best right now. As you hear like a leaf, some branches crack slightly. As you turn around and see a figure in the shadows, sort of watching you, as the shape of a man. It says, "Ma'am, I believe you are quite lost at this hour. Not safe in the woods."
I think I know where I am. Thank you for your concern.
Eve should escort you back to your village.
I don't know this man.
It's hard to sort of kind of tell exact the facial feature at this distance, but yeah, no, the voice is clearly unfamiliar.
Okay.
And you swear, like in the silhouette, he's like has like a cane. He's sort of like leaning on.
Mm-hmm.
He'll sort of kind of pull out you can see a flashlight, like flicks it on, and sort of kind of like doesn't point it towards you, but the sunlight still blinding, and it takes a moment for you to adjust. For you see this man. Yes, he is wearing a top hat.
Okay, that is a question that I had. I wasn't gonna ask.
He is dressed quite weirdly for someone in this day and age in the
Yep.
woods.
Yep. I think I know the way back on my own. Thank you for your offer. But I'm quite alright.
You are being hunted. A malevolent spirit. Hunters are encroaching on your land. And at the very least, one demon lord has its claws hooked in this area. Say you are fine.
Who are you then?
They call me Vlad. Don't worry, I
And-
don't wish you any harm.
What makes you different than the others that are malevolent in the area?
My goal would be prevent the village from ending up casualty. Also, my larger goal here is to prove a point. Hopefully, maybe you will help me prove that point.
What point are you trying to prove?
That people are strong, resilient, and capable of restraint.
I will gesture for him to lead the way then.
He'll kind of escort you to the edge of the woods. Say, be careful. There are many moving parts at play, and well, your quaint little village is about to be caught in the middle of greater war. I believe you were looking for this. As he'll hand plans. Still a bit early for them. I'm sure these ones will do just fine.
Thank you.
Take care. Watch out. Sometimes devils disguise themselves as angels. As they'll sort of walk away back into the forest, the shadows.
All right. I'm going home.
Yeah. As oh, listen. And you can put your sword style standing at suspected.
Oh, I already moved it down one.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I wasn't liked.
Then yeah, because some people will kind of glance out the window and be like, oh no, that's she's going Weird hours and kind of weird, kind of.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Oops.
real question, Tamara, are you back? Have you returned?
Yes, sorry. I fell asleep.
Damn.
My fiance just woke me up. Yeah.
I was gonna
I'm sorry,
ask
guys.
you. That's fine. I was gonna ask if you wanted to do anything your day after the conversation with Martin.
Yeah, she would probably try to get Svetlana, Milena, and if possible, Lou together to talk about Alexander.
Unfortunately, yeah, as you're so right. Unfortunately, Luciana is still at the hospital. Svetlana literally doesn't even pick up the phone.
Busy right now. Busy.
And
More rituals.
well, I guess Milena, you can respond to the text message. You would be out into the woods searching, but
Hmm.
you
What's the
give a-
text message?
It would just say if we could meet up concerning Alexander.
Right now?
Yes. Or later today.
Sure. I'd be
Yeah.
glad to meet with Nadia, but like
Unfortunately,
in the middle of the night or later?
well, probably the message would have come for you earlier. So
Okay.
I'll say you probably can have this if she wants to meet right now. You can probably have the meeting before you would have went off to look for herbs.
Okay. Yeah, I will meet with Nadia.
Thanks for coming.
Of course. I heard that Martin stopped by and was a little aggressive as per usual.
Yes, I did. I am growing concerned. I mean, I am aware that this happened because I told Boris. But I didn't think he would go to length and go hurt Alexander. I'm not sure if there's a way to make this any better right now. So I just wanted to ask you guys.
Well,
Maybe you guys know something.
I know you don't like this answer, but I will hand her the herb that will let her do love magic. Technically, you can get him to do what you want.
Yes.
You can always try speaking with him first, but I have my doubts that Boris will be forthcoming about it.
Yeah, I don't think that would help. So I guess magic it is.
For this particular situation, the damage might be done.
Yes, I cannot undo what happened. but avoiding future problems, I would be glad about that.
Now, I want to say something. Listen, up until now,
Mhm.
it was mostly the Coven forcing this. But
Yep.
if Nadia embraces this, it's like if at least one of the participants in the operation is actively engaging with it, it will work even better. Main problem is that nobody out of the two of them wanted to engage with it, so it's forced. He does it. Maybe it'll have a bit more kicking power. Yeah, you can detract the herb, and I'm gonna need Nadia to. I'll roll for you.
Is there like a help action that I could do?
Yeah, unfortunately, you will have to go search for other herbs.
That's true. I'm preoccupied.
I'll give her a 1 forward, not like magic -1. Not your... Surely,
Neither one of us are good at dark magic.
Even +1 wouldn't have been impressive. Even with +2 would have failed.
well, I mean, have Nadia to do. Well, you'll have to for other herbs for the wards and shit. So, listen, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh no.
Worry about it. Let's make it. Yeah, no, that will take a bit of time to do by the time the late evening strolls around. Your grandmother wouldn't have been back home, so she's probably still with some of the other witches. As well, Nadia, the weird thing is the fact that your husband hasn't returned back home either. He's usually back by this hour. It's not, and he hasn't called, he hasn't left any messages. It is 9 p.m. at this point. So on that note,